Hi everyone, it's Alison. I've come back to show you this time how to increase. Now there's a few little steps that I'd like to take you through. We're going to just knit a few stitches. Now there is one that we pick up the bar. Now this is what I call the bar going in between. So if it says pick up the bar, there we go, we've picked it up. And normally if you knit into the front, that's how you pick it up. But if you carry on along, see how you've got a gap there, a hole? So I'm not a fan of that one. But if you did this and you picked up the bar from behind, all right, you're still getting that gap. But if you have a look at it, it's got a slight twist in it. And you're going to come from the front, as you would, normal. But this time, I'll make the next one. And there you haven't. So there you've got the hole, and there you haven't. There's your increase one there from the bar, picking it up from the back. So we're going to do it again. So you're going to get your left-hand needle, come in from behind, and then you're going to knit into the front of that stitch, and then knit the next, carry on knitting. So that's how you make one. All right, now see, if you hold it like that and I pull it out, can you see where that first one was? Okay, so don't pick it up from the front, always pick it up from the back of your work. And then we're going to go through the front stitch. Now if it's a little bit hard, just gently pull, not too much, and then you'll find it much easier to go in and bring it through. Now there's one other that you can do, is knit into the front of your stitch like you normally would, then you twist it round and knit it into the back of that same stitch, and that gives you another way of casting or making a stitch. But I like this one where I pick up the bar and then come in from the front of the stitch, because then it looks like the normal stocking stitch. This one, when you're picking up and you're knitting into the front and the back of that stitch, you end up with a bar coming across like a purl stitch. And then our first one we did, it's got a hole. Rightio, so I will just knit across again, finishing off, and I'll just do one more row for you, come back with a purl. So just bear with me for a minute. But once you've tried it, now one thing I do suggest is if you're not sure on what you're doing, do what I've done here and just put a few stitches onto your needles, and I'm just continuing up with the same stitches, doing all these different tutorials to show you. All right, so as I said before, we did our cast on, we did our garter, now we've done our stocking stitch, and now we're going to do our increases. So now I'll show you another row. So I'll just do a couple of stitches first of knit. All right, so there's our hole. Can you see the difference? See what it leaves you with? Where over here, you haven't. All right, so that's the row that we did those extra stitches. So I'm just going to do, I'll do the front and through the back of that same stitch, and then you take it off. I'll do a couple more stitches, and then we're going to go knit into the front, leave that stitch on your left-hand needle. You're going to turn and knit into the back of that same stitch. All right, now do you see it looks like 2 purl stitches in there. So I'll just knit 2 more, and then I'm going to do the one from the bar below with my left needle coming in, bringing it up, and then I'm going to knit into the front, and then I'll do that one again. 1, 2. So please try it out before you start knitting it in your garment, because it's better off to be able to pull this out, or you don't need to, you just keep going. All right, so knitting to make a stitch, those are the different ones that you can do, and those are the ones that I use mainly. So I hope that's shown you, and you have fun. Now just remember, try it out on a piece of yarn first. All right, okay, so that's the increasing. Thank you.